Welcome back. Hey, welcome back. I'm Shardai Grew, back with another video. Y'all, today we are going deep. Okay? And when I say we're going deep, I mean y'all, me, I gotta go deep because I'm about to have to dig deep to give y'all what I have for y'all today. I'm going to give you all today some tips for surviving dysfunction. We just gonna get straight into it. The last video I told you guys what my purpose was here, and now it's time to walk that out. But the thing about it is, y'all have to be ready. Are y'all ready for that? Are you ready or what? If you're not ready, I understand. It's not for you. You're not ready. Go back to another video. I'll be the first one and walk back to here. And then when you're ready, come holler at me. Come back to this video and I'm gonna get you right. If you are ready, baby, let's get into it. As I said before, you guys, I grew up in a lot of dysfunction. I'm talking about broken home, I'm talking about the drug addiction, I'm talking about alcoholism, I'm talking about the fights, the cussing, the fussing, everything you could think of that a child should not have been exposed to. Okay? But I survived that dysfunction. I most definitely did. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. For me, it felt like it was kind of like inherent or something. Like it was like, it just came. I just did it. And you know what? Looking back, I know that I can give all of that thanks to God. And this is why it's important to have a relationship with God. That's one thing that I will highlight no matter what. Have that relationship with God. He's going to get you through all of this. But I'm going to give you guys some tips today to survive that dysfunction. Not things that I was aware of during the dysfunction that I was told, but just looking back what was going on with me that helped me to survive it. And I'm going to give it to you guys. And you're going to survive it. I believe in you. Okay? Let's get it. Okay, so first, for starters, what does it mean to survive the dysfunction? When I say survive the dysfunction, I mean that you can be in that dysfunction, be in that dysfunctional household, that dysfunctional family, in that dysfunctional environment and not lose yourself in it, not be consumed by the dysfunction, be able to grow in it. That's what I mean to survive it. You come out of it. Like literally, I'm not expecting you to come out of this thing perfect. I'm just expecting you to come out of it. Okay? I don't want this dysfunction to consume you. Okay? That's all I mean when I say survive it. First tip of surviving dysfunction, you have to want it. I have a question. Literally, do you want it? Do you want it? Do you want to be different? Do you want to be different than that dysfunction? That is something that you have to want. I wanted to be different. I didn't want to be like the things that I saw, the people that I saw. I didn't want to carry on certain cycles in my family. I didn't want to continue to do that. I wanted to be different. I had that desire. Do you have that desire? I'm not mad at you if you don't think to want it, because wanting to be different, it's a mindset that few have mastered. It literally takes a level of resiliency and strength. It takes a lot to want to be different. It's so easy to fall into the cycle. It's so easy to just be like what you see. It's so easy to just pick up the habits and just do it. That is easy. What's not easy is being different, going against the grain, like, you know, not like being taught one thing and then doing something different. That is not easy. So I applaud you for wanting to be different. That is the first step. And if you don't want it, nothing else is gonna matter. Like, you might as well just click off right now. The rest of the steps don't matter because you don't want it bad enough, so you're not gonna carry it out. All right, you better want it. Second tip, if you want to survive dysfunction, while you're in it right now, while you're in the dysfunction, you have to dream. Simple. You have to dream. If you want to survive this dysfunction, you have to dream. What that looks like is your mind is not on now, it's on the future. You have your eyes set on something. What is a dream for you? I'll give you guys an example. I had a dream to be a singer. I'm just be real. I had a dream. I thought I was gonna be a singer. That was the dream. Even though like that's not mine now and that's not necessarily something I'm pursuing right now, that's fine, because that is a thing that got me through that dysfunction. I was always told I'm gonna be on TV. My dream of wanting to see that happen in my life kept me looking ahead to something. I would write songs. Like, those are things that would get me through having that. It was like therapy for me. So I had a dream. So what is your dream? What is your dream? Is it cooking, doing hair? You want to be a cosmetologist? You want to be a singer, a dancer? What is it? You want to be an author? Whatever it is, I need you to dream. I need you to hold on to something. You need to be looking forward. The reason that I wasn't consumed by the dysfunction, the reason that I survived, I got out of it, is because my eyes were not on the now. It was on something greater. It was on something ahead of me. I need you to keep your eyes ahead of you. What is the dream? Whatever it is, I need you to have your mind on what you can become. Not who you are, not what this may do to you, what this dysfunction may cause to happen to you, or to how it may affect you. I need you to focus on who you can become. That's why it's important for you to dream. That's the second tip. Next tip is discovering your values. Okay, so basically with this, all you need to do is figure out what is important to you. What is something you will not compromise on? A value of mine was family. Like, even in all this dysfunction, family was the biggest thing for me. Everything I did was for family. And for that reason, I knew that I was going to go on. I was going to try my best to be successful so that I could take care of my family. And also what came with that value is that I was going to one day start a family of my own. And I was unwilling to put them in compromise positions. Like, I wasn't going to start a family and there'd be dysfunction. I wasn't going to start a family and there'd just be a whole bunch of chaos and we can't support one another. All of this stuff, like, that wasn't going to be on my list of things to do. With that came a lot of other things. Like, just knowing that one value came the fact that, like, nah, I think I'm gonna wait till I get married to have sex, because I don't want to marry someone, and not saying this can't happen even if you would, but for me it was the best thing I had. I don't want to have sex with someone, possibly start a family, and then this person abandons myself or my child. Let me just not do that to myself. Let me just not. So yeah, I need you guys to discover, what are your values? What are the things that you will not compromise on? What is something that's important to you? From that, you can kind of figure out who you want to be seen as a person. And that is kind of the thing that's going to also get you through that dysfunction. It's going to be the thing that you can look to as well. From that, you can create our next tip. Out of all of the other things, out of your desire to be different, out of your values, out of all of those things, you're going to, like, inevitably create goals for yourself. Mental goals. They're gonna be in your head. I mentally just inevitably created goals, but I'm telling you all to do this so you can actually think about these goals for yourself. Now, I'll be honest, the goals that I created for myself, you know, just mentally during this dysfunction, I didn't always know that I was gonna 100% like carry them out. I didn't. I'll just be real. And I say that to say, these don't have to be things that you like, you're 100% sure on. They just have to be things that you want. Like, I want to do this. It would be really great if I made it to this level. It would be really great if I graduated high school. It would be really great if I could get out of high school and not have gotten pregnant. Those are the goals that you can have. You might not know if you're going to be able to do it, but I need you to have them. Like, look forward to something and try to work towards that. What are your goals that you can think of that kind of match with your values? Let's say you're a person who says, hey, I value my education. That was another value for myself. So you're like, oh, I value my education. Like, I don't want anybody talking over me. I don't want nobody, like, you know, just saying stuff I don't understand. I don't want to be looked down upon. I want to be deemed as intelligent. So I'm going to go on to college. I'm going to make sure I graduate high school, whatever. Like, these are goals that you make out of your values. So I need you to think about that and take that next step of making those goals. The last tip that I have for you guys is the thing that you're going to have to do to make sure that you carry these goals. Like, this is the thing that's going to elevate you to, like, be like, okay, I'm actually carry it out. I didn't know that I was going to be able to carry it out until I spoke it. That's your last tip. Speak it. I didn't know I could do it until I spoke it. I didn't think I was gonna do it. It was just like it was like, oh, I might make it to marriage, possibly. Let me encourage you, okay? If you're a young woman and let's say you are in high school, middle school, whatever, you're growing up in this dysfunction. Let's just take the sex and marriage thing as an example. You want to wait until marriage. You have all this peer pressure and everything surrounding you. You have a lot surrounding you. We know how society is, okay? That's something that you want to do. You're gonna forever just tell yourself like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna make it. But probably not make it until you speak it. If you're going around like telling people like they ask you, oh, would you you trying to do that? And your response is like, oh, well, yeah, I'm just, I'm waiting on the right person, or ain't nobody came along that I really like want to do that with. No. Let's be real, okay? You don't want to do it because you want to wait until marriage. Say that. Say that. Don't say anything that is not the straight facts. Say that, because it's not until you speak that, you put that in the atmosphere. Now you have some accountability. Now this person or that person is like, oh, okay. And you know what? I'm gonna just be real with you. I'm telling you to do this because I already know that if you know that somebody else knows that you said that, that's gonna make you be like, oh, now I gotta do it, because then I'm gonna look like a liar. And I just want to be like a person who keeps my word. Yeah, I need you to have that accountability, because if you don't, then you'll probably not carry these things out. You probably will not. If college is an idea, entrepreneurship, say you want to be an entrepreneur, but it's just in your head, you haven't spoken it, you haven't told anybody like, yeah, I'm gonna be an entrepreneur. You need to speak those things, put it out there in the atmosphere. Don't just think about it. I want you to talk about it, I need you to be about it. That's it. That's it. I'm not gonna just give it to you and then let you go. Let me encourage you, okay? You got this. You are resilient. You've made it this far. God kept you for a reason. You got this. You can do this. You got it. Don't think about others. They're not in your shoes. They're not in your situation. They don't know how badly you want it. Don't care, okay? Stop caring about what others will think. Start stating who you are. Who you are is enough. There are other people in this world who want different just like you. There are other people in this world. There are other people in this world who want to be leaders, who don't want to be a part of the dysfunction, who don't want to fall victim to the generational curses, who don't want to fall victim to dysfunction in general. Like, they don't want to be like that environment that they're growing up in. There are other people like that. You're not weird. You're not abnormal for wanting to be different, for not wanting to follow the crowd, for not wanting to smoke, for not wanting to have sex, for not wanting to cuss all the time, for not wanting to go clubbing, for whatever it is that's different than what you see. You're not weird for wanting that. I'm proud of you. You got this. Now, I know I gave you a lot, but guess why I gave it to you? Because I know you can carry it out. Go on now. Guess what? I'm gonna see you on the other side. That's all I have for y'all today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on so you can be back next week for another one. And in the meantime, and in between time, I'm gonna need y'all to be A-U-T-Y-A-B-A-U-T-Y beauty. Peace.